Hello and welcome to another video brought to you by D-Access, and for this video I am going to show you how to encrypt let us say protect your Microsoft PowerPoint slides. And in case you are wondering if you can actually do that on Microsoft PowerPoint, it's actually true. You can just protect or set a password or even put in a mark or personal signature or restrict access to your Microsoft PowerPoint, just as you can do it on Word. So we're just going to go straight into it, and you're going to start by going to your File tab, and on your File tab you'll see the various buttons here on the side. This is saving and opening new documents if you need a new one, so you can do that. You can export this. Exporting is basically taking this PowerPoint to another extension of Microsoft Office, but the place that I'm mainly concerned with here is protect presentation. So when you want to protect your presentation, there are various ways. You can add a digital signature, which ensures like the integrity of the presentation and making sure that your presentation is yours and no one else can actually replicate it. And you can even grant, or you can even restrict access, which like specifically involves handpicking, the certain criteria of people who are able to access and those that aren't, and even gives a certain category of people even abilities to actually edit and print and do all that. So you have that going on also on your protect presentation button. And you also have your encrypt password. This is why you're just going to set a password for your Microsoft, and this will ensure that no one is able to access your presentation when you are not around, or maybe when you just don't want anyone to access your presentation and make any changes. You can just set the password, and you can even mark it as a final presentation, and you can make it read only. This will ensure that readers are just able to read and not make any changes to your presentation. So for this video we are going to focus on encrypting our presentation with a password, and so we're going to go on encrypt with password, and you're going to set our password there. It can be anything. There aren't any like guidelines you're supposed to follow when you're setting your password. You can literally just put anything that you want there, and you can just read the caution, which would let you know that once you lose your password you cannot recover it, so you have to keep a list of passwords and telling you yada 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 and all that. So you can just keep that in mind, but the password you're at liberty to put in anything, even one placeholder. If you can just put one placeholder as your password, that would be it. So now that we have going to entered our password, now we have to re-enter our password, which is just like any other. So like any other point, like in social media, when we're creating our accounts, you are required to put in a password and then you put it in again just for verification, and you also do the same thing here. So once your password is inserted, or once your presentation is encrypted, you get to see this yellow highlight around the button, and this actually shows that you have encrypted your presentation. So we can just go out just to prove and actually see if this is actually okay, and we can cancel it. And I just took the liberty to put in the presentation tab on its own, the file, so that we can just go direct and try to open it. And when you try to open it, it is going to load out, and as you can see, before you get to your presentation, this small tab appears in the middle of the screen asking you to insert your password. So you're going to insert the password, and once you click enter, we're just going to wait for now the presentation to load, and once it's done loading, you have access to your PowerPoint. And actually, let's just bear in mind, for the reason for this, why it's taking so long, is because the file is actually big. Because in our last videos we have been using the same presentation to put in our tables, to put in videos, to put in audios, and even a screen recording. So all that has just made the presentation big, but it's not necessarily that this happens all the time. So you can just be calm, and you will actually see that it's actually just fast and everything just happens faster. So thank you for watching this video, and we hope we would like you to share, like, or subscribe to D-Access, and for more videos please keep in touch. And thank you once more, and see you next time.